Hi, this is Rob Nelson with tappingthematrix.com. I'm an EFT practitioner here in Santa Rosa. Today is Saturday, October 14th, 2017. We're still in the middle of the fires in the unfolding catastrophe. And I would like to invite you to tap along with me if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling grief-stricken, paralyzed, if you have smoke brain, if you just are having a tough time processing all of this intensity. EFT is a way of tapping into the nonverbal part of the brain, the limbic brain, to let go of shock, stress, get out of fight or flight. So I'm just going to be focusing on what's wrong. This is how EFT works. By focusing on what's wrong, we can discharge some of the distress. So I live here in Santa Rosa. I'm just outside the evacuation zone, and I'm just going to be going off things that I've been feeling, and hopefully you can relate. Okay, so tapping on the side of your hand, either hand is fine. Just tap along with me. Wherever I tap, you tap, and I'm going to give you words to say. You can say them silently in your mind or speak them out loud, whichever you like. So even though I have all this stress and anxiety in my body, and you just repeat in the space I give you, I deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though it's not over yet, and it's been going on way too long, I want to get to a calm and peaceful place. And tapping on the points, all this stress in my body, feeling so much anxiety. It's hard to relax. It's hard to let go. Every time I think we're going to be okay, it seems like a new fire breaks out. It's so hard to breathe with all this smoke. And right here under the arm, all this stress, all this fear, all this anxiety. I forgive myself for being a little paralyzed. It's hard to think clearly. It's hard to get anything done. I'm glued to Facebook and the news. I have to know what's happening. I've forgotten what my life used to be like. Nothing feels safe anymore. But right now I am safe. Right now in this moment I'm safe. And I want to let my body know that. I want to allow my body to relax. I've seen terrible things. I've heard terrible stories. There's so much pain and suffering. So many sad stories. So many people have lost their homes. I don't know what's going to happen to Santa Rosa. Where's everyone going to go? How is life ever going to get back to normal? I don't know what's going to happen. But just for this moment, I choose to relax. It doesn't help anyone if I'm stressed out. It doesn't make me more prepared. This hypervigilance, being on guard all the time, listening for sirens without even realizing I'm doing that. All this tension in my body and all this grief in my heart. this numb feeling. It's just too much to process. It's so much suffering. It's too much for me to deal with. And I choose to forgive myself for that. This is a major disaster. I know personally so many people whose lives are devastated. My own life. I can't handle it. And I forgive myself for that. It's so easy to feel despair or hopelessness. How are things ever going to be okay again? I choose to relax as best I can and trust that somehow life will go on. This remaining fear in my muscles, this remaining stress and anxiety, this remaining tension, this remaining tightness in my breathing. I forgive myself for having such a hard time. Okay, so I'm hoping that, take a nice deep breath. I'm hoping that this will bring you a certain degree of relaxation, letting a certain amount of the stress go. You can certainly rewind this video and tap through it again and again. It'll probably increase the benefit. So thank you for giving this a try. I know if you haven't seen EFT before, it can seem a little peculiar. If you want to know more, you can go to my website and read all about it. But just keep tapping and stay safe out there. We're going to get through this.